So Bardock's super attack scripts were updated on the JP side of the game during their recent data download. What does this mean? This means Bardock's getting an EZA. When is it going to happen? We don't know for sure, but based on the past track records and, recent events, we kind of have a feeling where this is going to be happening. But again, not confirmed. Today's video is going to be discussing this, the implications for Saiyan Day, and then I'm going to give you one of my theories for what I think Saiyan Day could be, aside from the King Vegeta nonsense that I'm always talking about, and also the Goku Bardock theory that I've been having recently. So let's dive in and talk about this first. If you've been around on the channel recently, then you might have seen me do another video on this exact thing, where super attack scripts were updated for another unit. LRSTR UI Goku had the same exact treatment happen in a data download prior to its EZA release on the JP side of the game before the 9-year anniversary countdown celebration. This was basically an indication that an EZA was coming. The scripts being updated means they're basically upgrading everything involving the character, super attacks, assets surrounding the super attacks, the text and all that stuff. That's kind of what the script entails. So the fact that that was getting an update meant that the LRSTR UI was getting an EZA, and at last it did. We've had this happen in the past, mind you. So it's not just the UI Goku. So it doesn't just mean that if it happens now, it's going to happen immediately afterwards. It has happened in the past where those scripts have been updated and those units did not EZA right afterwards. Case in point, worldwide download 2023, we had the Android 17 and 18 get their sticker effects and their scripts updated during the worldwide download celebration. So that was around like September. And I think it was just on the JP side of the game. I don't think global had that. Maybe they did, I don't recall, but one version had it, that's enough. JP had Android 17, 18 from the future, their stickers in the game, but then they did an EZA. And this was part of the reason why people were thinking, all right, so part 2 is probably gonna be like the Z part of future. And then I even thought that maybe there was gonna be like an LR 17 and 18, but it didn't happen. So what happened to it? Well, that unit eventually released as an EZA in December. I remember that because that was during the Android 21 fiasco. So, well, I don't want to say fiasco. That was actually a pretty great celebration, but that's where these two units EZA'd. So where are they? AGL, this one. So this is the AGL Future 18. EZA, December 19th, 2023 for both versions. So doesn't make sense when you consider the scripts being updated back in September. Shouldn't it have dropped during the worldwide download celebration? So just because it does that doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? So keep that in mind when you talk about this, or when you are commenting or just discussing this in general. It was updated, that's all. But we are going to get an EZA. Now let's talk about what I think the Saiyan Day celebration could be. I am not going to be doing the King Vegeta spiel because while it's funny, I'm trying to be serious for a change, all right? We're trying to just take it down a notch, just a little bit. And also, I'm not going to be talking about the Goku Bardock theory because the Goku Bardock theory is pretty simple, and I've talked about it before, but I'll just quickly elaborate, I guess. Okay, so you know what? Never mind. I am going to talk about it. The Goku Bardock theory is, I think, something that it's a pretty neat idea, because when you think about JP players, they are summoning for Beast Gohan, Blue Gogeta, Broly, and these crazy characters. How do you top that? How do you top that? I don't think you can top that with any conventional, just singular unit drop. I think something more akin to an original or a what if might entice players a little bit more to transition out of the 9-year anniversary into sort of the normal Dokkan schedule. So that's why I feel like this would be a great opportunity for global to kind of do, or not global, but for Dokkan to do the Legends thing and give us a Bardock and Goku unit, sort of like how they got their recent what if sparking, whatever it is, their new unit, which was great, right? That was a great moment for Dragon Ball fans because it was cool. That was not something people expected. That was not something that people were anticipating in terms of their theory crafting and all that. And it was a nice change of pace. And global, I keep saying global, sorry. And Dokkan has proven that they are willing to go into the what if directions. The thing is, though, it would be a TUR. Saiyan Day units release as a TUR, not an LR. So that's why, while I think a Goku Bardock would be cool, it also feels a little bit less likely, considering that I don't think we've had too many what if or original animations in TURs yet. There's one, I think, in the STR Super Saiyan Goku Gohan exchange unit. There might be like one what if animation. I might be wrong there, so don't quote me on that. But in general, when you think of like original animations, you're thinking of Vegito Blue, that's from Worldwide Download. You're thinking of Gogeta from the 9-year anniversary, things like that. Beast Gohan, those are all LRs. So because of that, maybe they don't do that here, and instead they just do something else. But that's still a theory. But I wanted to go into a little bit of a different direction, and you already saw it because I spoiled it. This is one of my theories for the Saiyan Day celebration. So feel free to let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Share your own thoughts. I think Dragon Ball Z Movie 8, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, will be the theme of the upcoming Saiyan Day celebration. Why? Just cause, but also purple. Dokkan Festival Purple Hair Super Saiyan Broly. Now, yeah, this is very similar to a unit that released a couple years ago, but do we really care? It was 3 years ago, so I don't think that really needs to be an issue. Plus, this was the SSR. The Purple Hair Super Saiyan Broly was just the SSR, which is just such a crime because Super Saiyan Broly is different from Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. And that distinction is important because Broly doesn't have the big bad boss Link. So you need to have a lot of these different units with different names so that you can run these links and get these units going. And I think that this would be a great step in that direction. Plus, Broly did release for JP during the 9-year anniversary, so this would help supplement the extreme class a little bit more. So I think that this would be, actually, hold on. Yeah, Broly full power Super Saiyan. So yeah, this would be great. I think that this would be a fantastic way. You know, if you don't want it to be Super Saiyan Broly, it could even be base Broly. I decided to go with the Super Saiyan Broly route because purple. But I think that this would be a good start, and then active skill transformation into the Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. That way, you'll still have the links and everything shared, and you'll get all the benefits of transforming. Plus, you will get probably another look at the Broly transformation where his skin rips off and explodes. Always cool to see that. Target focus effect. This was also a major consideration as to why I think Broly would work. I mean, this is like the perfect target focus effect. He doesn't get hit. He just stands there. He taunts, right? This is a taunt. Everybody's trying to hit him. They're not doing it. This is autonomous ultra instinct before it was cool, all right? So this is the perfect target's focus skill effect. And I would love to see that. Something to this effect in the game. Banner unit, King Vegeta. So I know, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be serious for a change. King Vegeta not being a Dokkan Festival is more likely than King Vegeta being a Dokkan Festival for right now. King Vegeta being a banner unit does make sense though if we are celebrating the movie of Broly, because that is where King Vegeta, my boy, does his execution beam. The execution beam attack on the Paragus happens in the assembly hall during that flashback where he's talking about how like he and his kid were cast aside because of his immense potential and all this stuff. This would be a fantastic banner unit. And also, this would kind of open the door to the celebration not just being about Broly himself, but other characters involved in Broly's legacy. So, King Vegeta, Paragus, Goku, you could extend that and even go as far as to say Bardock, which leads me to my EZAs. Tech LR Super Saiyan Broly would be a fantastic LR to get. The reason why I'm going for an LR and a TUR here is because we had this during the last Saiyan Day celebration. If we go back to this, we had the LR BW on Global. We had the sub EZAs. We did have several sub EZAs drop. JP, what did JP get for this? Because they didn't get LR Beerus and Whis during their Saiyan Day, right? Because that was our thing. Global got that. That was like one of the rare global W's. Oh, no, okay, no, this was given at the same time. It was the LR God Goku that Global got first. So it was the LR plus some sub EZAs from the UI Goku. And also it was this giant fat Extreme Z battle for like a bunch of other characters. So, you know, I'm not listing everything here, but there could be more. So like if we do an LR, Broly, AGL Bardock, I don't know if we want to throw in just like a bunch of other random Saiyan characters, we could do that. I do think that having a physical Super Saiyan 3 Broly free-to-play EZA would be a nice opportunity to give more Brolys more shine, because that unit has been around for a decade almost. When did that unit come out? That unit is so old that it is stupid. When did this guy come out? Dude, 2017. This poor guy, I was gonna say something else. This poor unit has had nothing. Nobody uses this character. Nobody uses this character. And the biggest crime of all, his SR is this. SSR, sorry. It's this. Super Saiyan Broly. This wasted beautiful art on an SSR that nobody cares about. He's base Broly. Nobody cares about. Can we get some more love for these forms of Broly? Please. Please. Let's get an EZA for that Super Saiyan 3 Broly. This can be, I don't know, supplemented with a Super Saiyan 3 Broly Super Extreme Z Awakening for maybe the tech one. I don't know if they're going to do, you know, back-to-back-to-back major EZAs, but hey, you never know. So I think if we choose Broly, that gives us so many options for EZAs and ReZAs, as well as AGL Bardock based on the, you know, the scripts being updated. It would be like an in-house Saiyan Day celebration. And then as far as the events, I threw in a couple of things. This is all again because of my boy in Mass Ningen. So I just threw in a couple of events that we could potentially get. First mode, Super Saiyan 3 Broly Dokkan event. So this would be this would be fun. Super Saiyan 3 Broly's Dokkan event. That's the one with the, I just did that on a video recently. My Tunel versus Kefla. That was where you have an invincible Broly and you have Paragus. So you could really amp up the difficulty on that event, and then you would have to rely on your ability to stack or do whatever during that round against the Paragus Broly to then be ready to handle the rest of the onslaught. We've had to utilize that sort of strategy in the past for other Dokkan events, so something like that similar would be pretty cool. So I think that would be a fantastic unit to get the burst mode event for. Extra red zone missions for stage 3 of the red zone 2. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about that, this wouldn't work for global. So this would work for JP. Global, maybe global gets that red zone early or something like that. I don't know. That could be something. This, you know what? I'll go ahead and put a little asterisk there. Ignore that. Infinite Dragon Ball history versus Broly. So 8 stages, Paragus, Z-base Broly, purple hair Super Saiyan, legendary Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, Wrathful Broly, Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Super, and then full power Super Saiyan. That would be a nice way to handle an Infinite Dragon Ball history stage. There is no Broly dedicated one, so why not? Let's do it. Let's make this the unofficial legendary Broly event. You know they're never going to actually do that event, so might as well do it through this. And of course, rip chain battles. So those are some of my ideas, some of my theories as to what we could potentially see for Saiyan Day. I will do other videos for other possible theories, but I do like this one a lot because it allows for those wave after wave of Broly EZAs, those much needed Broly EZAs after getting, you know, after all of the, you know, the super class love that Dokkan has been giving. We have had a couple of shining moments for the extreme side. We need more extreme units to be good. That is another reason why I am going to push the Broly Saiyan Day Super Saiyan 2024 agenda. I think that it is important we get another good extreme class unit as a Dokkan Festival release. So say it with me, Broly. Oh, good job. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. In the comments, your thoughts on the Broly theory. Do you think that that is a good idea for Saiyan Day? Do you think that something else would be better? What are your thoughts on the script updates for the Bardock? Do you think that that's going to be translating into an EZA during Saiyan Day? Or do you think it's going to be something that happens during the JP Frieza Dokkan Festival celebration that is currently underway or about to be underway? Let me know your thoughts about all of that and more in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll know when I see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.